Hi everyone, Richard Brook here at Moinhos Velhos Juice Detox Centre. So I'm going to talk you through today an average day here at Moinhos Velhos when you're on your programme. But the first thing I want to point out to you is when you're here, there's actually no such thing as an average day, because every day is absolutely exceptional. So you'll wake up in the morning here in one of our lovely rooms or cottages just over the side there in this beautiful valley. And you'll have a little bit of time, about an hour in the morning, before you head on up to the yoga class. So after having a cup of tea or some lemon water, we head up here at 8 o'clock together, just to come and do our morning yoga class. So it's a very beautiful yoga temple, very peaceful inside here. And you might often do yoga in an urban area or in your regular class, and they'll always get you doing sun salutations where you have to imagine the sun coming down and shining on you. But here, you get the full force of the sun coming up there through the expanse at the back. So we're just up here now at the main house. So this is where you come to have your juice and your broth every day. So at 10 o'clock in the morning, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and at 4 o'clock, you come up here and have your juice. As you can see, we've got something out on the table at the moment. So this is Tasha. So Tasha, what have we got here for this 1 o'clock juice?
We have a kale, celery and courgette juice.
Lovely, it sounds delicious. So what you also have alongside this as well is you take some psyllium husk and some clay, and also some pills every day, which also help to cleanse the intestinal tract and carry out any old waste that we don't really want in there anymore. So here we've got our swimming pool area. So again, between juice times or when you've got a little bit of space, you can come and just relax and be here. So the swimming pool is actually a saltwater pool, so there's no unpleasant chemicals in there or anything like that. And also over at the back there you've got a hot tub, and this building down here to the left is the sauna. So what's quite popular to do is that in the evening we've got the sauna on, people come in the sauna and then jump in the pool and then head off over to the hot tub. And it's really lovely just to sit in the hot tub and just admire the valley, just admire the stars in the evening, allowing that sense of tranquility and serenity. It's actually very difficult to achieve a lot of the time, particularly in a busy urban life. It can be very difficult to really get that sense of peace that's coming from the outside. So we're here outside the treatment rooms now. So when you're on your programme in the morning and afternoon, there's different treatments you can choose to come and have. So we actually have a shiatsu therapist, Karuna, who works up there in the yoga temple. And then down here in the treatment room complex, we've got reflexology with Inish. We've also got acupuncture that you can receive. And we've also got Trixie. So I've had a quick word with Trixie, and she doesn't mind me coming in and just asking her what she's getting up to in there with her patient. As you can see as well, I've got an extensive library. So let's just go and pay a quick visit to Trixie here. Hi, can I just pop in? Hello. So what are we up to at the moment, Trixie?
In the moment I give a deep tissue massage. At the moment I just started actually, which is quite good that you come in now.
Yes.
And this is one of my therapies which I offer during the fast. It is very beneficial for the detox process. And what I recommend even more is the herbal stem massage.
Okay, so what's the herbal stem?
You can see here, I have the rice cooker here.
Okay, yeah.
And in the rice cooker I have kind of bags with herbs I pick over the year. And I use them for treatment. I go 3 times over the body, first with oil, then with minerals.
Yeah.
And then with the steamed herbal bags. It activates the lymph system.
Okay.
It makes you very alkaline.
Yeah. Okay, so another fantastic treatment we've got here at Moinhos Velhos is the SPECT analysis. So we're here with Frank and Sven, and Frank's just going to explain a little bit about how the SPECT works.
Okay, the SPECT works on frequencies. So we have Sven here, and I have a list of different organs that I'm going to check out on him. We won't do the whole thing today because it takes about 20 minutes just to do the check. We'll do 3 and 4, and that will analyze the state, the stress level of these different organs. So I'll click on research, and it will start doing a scan. The scan is evaluated on the scale of 1 to 6. So here we have the most of the organs, so we'll pause it right here. And we'll go back to this one here because this is a good one. And here we have the main organs in the upper body, the lungs, the liver, and the kidneys. And as you can see here, there is something wrong in his kidneys because they give a very high reading.
Okay. So that's the diagnostic aspect. So then is there something you can actually work with as well in order to create a healing response?
Yeah, well, the first thing I would do would be to go to the test to see if there are any pathomorphology, any pathogens, any diseases, any illnesses, and there is nothing showing here. I can also look for bacteria and viruses, and there is nothing showing here. So his liver is under stress, and it's probably because he is fasting. So I will now transfer the frequencies of the perfectly healthy liver from my computer to Sven. We go to Metatherapy, we go to Start. And now the frequencies of the different healthy organs is being transferred to Sven. And as you can see, it's changing very quickly because this was an acute thing. We can do this a number of times. We just do it 2 or 3 times today, but we can do it up to 10, 15, 20 times. So they have now all corrected quite a bit. And just by those few times, we had an improvement of 49%. Such a big improvement can only happen when we have an acute situation. If it's a chronic one, it would take many more times. So basically that is what we do.
So if you fancy burning a bit of energy off during the day as well, this dam here, the Barragem de Bravura, is just 5 minutes off our site. So there's a lovely little walk you can do where you walk off the site, and we can walk along this stretch of road here and then back onto the site at the other end. Or you just come up and just have a little bit of a walk around towards the side of the reservoir there. So towards the end of the first week we come on a very special trip out, so we do our beach trip. So here at the moment at Carapatera Beach, as you can see, it's really beautiful. And very shortly we drive along the coastline, then we head down to Amado Beach, then stay here Amado Beach where we have our juice and enjoy the sun. And another day trip we bring you out on if you're doing one of the longer programs is the Salt Cave trip here out in Lagos. So we sit inside this cave here made of salt for about 50 minutes, having fine particles of salt pumped into the air. It's all very relaxing. So in the evenings here at 8 o'clock we run a series of meditations. It's not always meditation in the strictest sense like you tend to associate at the end of a yoga class. We do other types of meditation too, so we do a biodanza session, we do a fire ceremony, and what you've got in front of you right now is our spiral walk meditation. So the group participates in this. It's a visioning and letting go ceremony. So in keeping what we do here at Moinhos, we like to facilitate mental and emotional letting go as well as physical letting go, and this ceremony works particularly with that. So here we are back up at the main house now. So in the evening after you've done your final meditation or you've sat out in the hot tub under the stars, then you're welcome to come up here to our lounge area. So you can sit inside, have a chat with your fellow participants. We can pop a DVD on for you, or you can pick up a musical instrument. And we've got lots of DVDs also on cleansing and diet and health and well-being generally that are particularly inspiring. So there we go folks. Very much hope to see you here sometime soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.